Los Angeles, California. We've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the LA Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You talk about this Lions defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Baylor Tigers. Ray. Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. The Chargers at 6-2 to start play. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21. Hey, go Lion. Why did it
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hey, Ray. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Julian Okwara providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and the Lions will take over. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Hooker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Hooker's going to throw it. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
Hey, go Lion, Lion, Lion. Go.
Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Now Hooker. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 4th down. Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Get up. Check contact. Check contact. Check.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go. Check. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Let's go now.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Third down. Hooker looks to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Good coverage there. Holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Unlock Lions. Let's go.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Safety Ranger. Track 60. Warriors 17.
Looking to throw. Hooker. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Harris now to return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And a pretty quick burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. Forced out to his, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the 50, here's Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert now. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And Down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
21.
Harris running straight ahead. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Back to throw here, Herbert. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack, third and goal now from the 12. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
12, 12.
Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Hooker to throw it. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On the set. Hey, smash Broncos! Lightning 18!
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Gibbs straight ahead. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Throwing. Hooker. Incomplete.
Now, with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Buffalo 18! Drop 60! Drop 60!
From the gun, it's Hooker. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Five nine.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Taken in at the 11. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of... And that will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Right there,
and Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Let's go
so
now.
Quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Hooker. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
That stop made by Jack Campbell.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
65 catch, 65 catch. Cut 19, cut 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Hooker now on 2nd down. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
18 Rattler.
1st down throw here. It's Hooker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material.
Let's go. Let's go.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Herbert on 1st down now. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Now is 2nd and 10.
12.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Baylor Tiger.
Again, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point try now from Dicker. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. More from L.A. in a moment. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
70 range, 70 range, Dragon 60. Go.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Warriors 70. 79 Broncos.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Here's Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Opie. Hey, Ray.
Here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Trap 60, trap 60.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On the ready.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Cup 19, Cup 19. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. And there he goes, left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner. You tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially